Welcome to the IVM Podcast Network.
So I know a lot of nerds react excessively when they hear the abbreviation D&D. But for a change, I'm not talking about Dungeons & Dragons, but in fact, drinks and destinations. Yes, that's right, nerd. You can learn about wines and spirits and the places they come from via hosts Rojita and Samira. Catch Drinks and Destinations anywhere you listen to podcasts, iTunes, Stitcher, or even the IVM Podcast app.
Hey, you nerds, welcome to the Geek Fruit Podcast. I am Jishnu, but you probably knew that. Maybe you didn't. I don't know. I don't pay attention to these things. I just assume you do.
Okay, Jishnu, you can stop talking
Hey, you're in the room with me.
Yeah, Siddhant
That
here.
happens now.
Yeah.
It's become a more regular thing.
This is
I'm
the
happy
second
about
time
this.
Jishnu and I are recording on the Geek Fruit Podcast together. Don't tell our parents and don't tell Tejas and Dinkar.
Do they know where you are?
No, I lied to them about this.
I can see that.
Yeah.
That's not a bad life decision. But anyway, more exciting things are happening because we have a guest. This doesn't happen often.
Yay!
We have friends sometimes. And you're actually the second girl I think we've had on the show.
Wow.
In like 80 plus episodes.
Well done.
Damn.
No, I was not.
We're almost as bad as DC.
That was pretty bad, yeah.
Yeah. But the voice you're hearing, the disembodied voice, is of Anuya. Of
Hi.
La Books on Toast fame.
That's true. My name is Anuya and I am a girl, even though some of you might get confused. It's happened to Uber drivers before.
This is kind of evening things out because the other half of Geek Fruit, i.e. Tejas and Dinkar, were on your podcast.
Yes, they
Right?
were. Yes,
Yeah.
they were. We shot an episode about graphic novels with Tejas and Inkar.
Yeah, it was really cool.
It's actually one of our highest watched in terms of watch time.
Wow.
Episodes. Yeah.
Look at
I
that.
like that addendum.
In terms of watch
in
time.
terms of watch time.
In
terms-
In terms of watch time.
because they
Because
have-
say it's probably not.
But they have to
Yeah.
compete with Rohan Joshi and Kanan Gill and Kenneth Sebastian, which is
sure.
always going to be tough.
yeah, of course
Yeah.
it is.
But
I
people
thought
watch
they'd
that
win, but
one.
okay, whatever. Yeah.
But if there is anybody out there that doesn't know what Books on Toast is, why don't you take this opportunity?
Yes. So Books on Toast is a community, online and offline, for readers, by readers. We have a YouTube channel called youtube.com/booksontoast where we have weekly podcasts or shorts or basically a lot of different types of video content that recommends books. And we're also on Twitter, Books on Tea. We are on Instagram, Books on Toast. And we have a Game of Thrones parody song out there. Please watch it and share. It has stunned my butt.
Never fails.
Yep.
Never fails.
Like a pro.
So please subscribe.
Sounds pretty exciting, huh?
So that's a professional, like, plugging shit.
Yeah.
Like, knowing what she's doing.
I don't get to do this.
Yeah, we it's been 80-something episodes and
Yeah.
we still haven't quite
Guys,
figured out
that's
how to do
because
that.
you've only had 2 girls on your podcast.
This is also true.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, if you had more girls, you'd all be smarter.
It's funny
This
because
is
I have a
very
drinking
true.
podcast and I have more girls than you guys. So
Really?
I'm just saying. Yeah.
Oh, shit.
Yeah.
Damn.
Yep.
Okay, so we brought you in because today's episode is about a book that became not a book. We did an episode not long ago about this exact same thing, from page to screen, and how, you know, there are a bunch of different ways you can do it, a bunch of different ways people have done it. People have made books into TV shows, people have made books into movies, which have then become trilogies, which then become sagas, which then become franchise, and then so on and so forth.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
It's a thing.
Yeah.
It's a thing, and there seems to be no end to it. And today we are specifically talking about American Gods, which is, as far as I was aware, I seem to be wrong now based on the brief conversation we had before we started the show. I thought American Gods was a really beloved novel by
It
Neil
is,
Gaiman.
though. It is, though.
right?
Yeah,
So it is
yeah.
it is a beloved thing,
Yeah.
but it's a tumultuous relationship.
I think
right?
it's I think everyone has their opinions anyway. So Anu, you're not a fan of this, right?
You're the resident
Yeah.
expert here.
I like how he's like, everyone has opinions, so, you know, it's a
He's
tough
not wrong.
world out
He's
there.
not wrong.
People are gonna
and
hate on it.
opinions.
Yeah. And there's good reason for that, to be honest with you.
Yeah.
So, and because this is Neil Gaiman we're talking about, and he's had so many books and comics which are all amazing, but somebody's not going to be the best of the lot. And
So-
for some people, that's American Gods.
And is this true for you as well, Anuya?
So Gaiman and I, we have a deep, long, tumultuous relationship, guys.
How did
I'm
you guys
not gonna
meet?
lie.
How did you
Yeah,
meet?
I'm not gonna lie. We met when I read Neverwhere.
Okay, was it a dark and stormy night?
It was a dark and stormy night
Okay.
in Thane in 2000 and something.
Nice.
When I was a teenager. And I have always loved fantasy my whole life. One day I will write a book that will also be a fantasy. It's what I tell everybody when they ask me what I'm doing. But he's one of my favorite authors. His novels are not my favorite novels, though. His best work, according to me, is his short fiction.
Okay.
So, Fragile Things, Smoke and Mirrors, Trigger Warning, all of his short story collections, those are astounding. And even in American Gods, whenever he's doing a short story,
Yeah.
those stories,
We'll touch upon that.
they
So there are short
stay
stories
with you.
within the book.
Yes.
Okay.
Very many.
And
Yeah.
they've adapted
Yeah.
that pretty well onto the
Actually,
shows.
it's so much nicer on the
It's
show.
much nicer.
So
Wait,
much nicer on the
stop
show. But we'll get
everything.
into
Stop
that.
it. Stop
Okay.
We'll get
everything.
into that.
Spoiler alert. I remember this time.
Right. Well done.
We never do this.
Well done.
So,
Spoiler
hey.
alert for the book and the movie.
Oh, wait, you're going to ruin the book
TV
as well?
show.
We
yeah.
should talk
Damn
about it a
it.
little bit because
Well-
it plays into it.
Okay, can you not spoil the book? Because, okay, I understand. Okay, wait, okay. Hear me out.
Right.
So, I didn't know if this was a multiple season thing. Of course it is, because
It is,
everything is.
yeah, they renewed
so
it for
I was
season two
hoping,
already.
when I saw there was only 8 episodes on Amazon, I was like, oh, maybe they just did 8 episodes, because we haven't seen that yet. I don't think we've seen a single run when a book has been adapted to a show.
No, and this
I
is
don't
not
think I've
going
seen
to be
that.
pretty,
Right,
after
and this is not.
after episode 1 they announced the
Yeah.
second season already.
Okay, so I didn't know that. So I was watching it.
They were ready for
wondering,
it.
and,
They were
yeah, so clearly.
they were just waiting for everyone to watch it and then go, oh, by the way, we're doing a second season.
Right.
And we're like, yes,
Right.
great.
So obviously
yeah.
there's more to it, and
Yeah.
I'm sure that it's not exactly the way the book is, which is the case
So-
with all adaptations.
Yeah.
Can we? You can tell me what happens after the fact, but can we not spoil the whole thing? 'Cause
No, we won't.
Do you know how
We
many
won't.
seasons it's going to be? I don't
Yeah,
know.
I don't know either.
Okay.
But anyway, the point is with this show, there are many departures from the book. So for people who've only read the book and are thinking about the show, I think
Yeah.
it's a little bit important we touch upon some of
Okay.
them if
Cool.
they're interested. But other than that, he's such a big name in comic books,
Yeah.
Neil
Yeah.
Gaiman.
Yeah.
Because Sandman is one of those sort of untouchable
Yeah, it's
series
one of those holy
comics.
grail kind
yeah.
of things.
And
everybody and their mom mentioned Sandman at some point.
Yeah, that series sort of kicked off so many spin-offs, so many people got inspired by it and made comics.
Have you
So
read it?
out of that
interesting-
as well.
Have you read
Yes,
Sandman?
yes,
Yeah.
I have the whole collection.
Did you
at home
guys?
as well.
Yeah.
Did you guys talk about it on said graphic
We
novel
did
podcast?
actually.
Yeah,
Yes,
you
we
did, right? Yeah.
Sandman is superb. So,
Yeah.
but again, I think it comes back to my point of his short fiction is much stronger than his than
because
his novels.
Sandman
and
is
novellas.
so many stitched up little
Yeah,
stories like
Sure.
that.
Beautiful. I have a poster of death in my bedroom.
Yeah.
Ooh.
So that's the thing. Like there's 3 spin-off comics of Death, the character. Lucifer, the character from Sandman, has his
Okay.
own series.
Have
also
you
so
seen
good.
the Lucifer TV show though?
It's trash.
I sat and I binged through the first
I
season.
watched 5 episodes.
And
I
couldn't
watched the
take
whole
it.
first season.
They ruined it
They
completely.
ruined it.
Completely.
Like,
Irredeemable.
but the guy who plays Lucifer is really hot.
Yeah, I was going
Ooh.
to say he's very attractive,
Okay,
but that's
wait,
not
So
I want to.
sexy.
I want to completely change directions for a second before
Yeah.
we dive headfirst into American Gods.
Yeah.
Speaking of random things that you like, so before we start rolling, you mentioned you might be the only person, at least as far as I know, that loved. You implicitly
She
used
said-
the word love.
I clarified this. Yeah.
She loves Iron Fist.
the TV show.
You have the floor.
I love Iron Fist, the TV show.
Go on.
And I feel like Iron Fist is what Arrow should have been.
Oh,
Yeah.
Bold.
interesting.
Yeah.
Keep going. Keep
Thank
going.
you,
Keep going.
thank
Keep
you.
There are
going.
many
Is
heads
this
being
a-
heads. Lots of SMH happening in the studio
Lots
right
of
now.
unpopular opinions.
You have
Yeah.
my attention.
Just I like his character. I like the character Danny Rand because
Yeah.
he's this kid who was separated from his family and then taken to this mountain where he was trained by monks, and then he comes back expecting everybody to accept him with open arms.
And everyone's like,
Everybody's like, no,
Yeah.
screw you.
Yeah.
Which I think should be that is what should happen
Sure.
in such a situation.
So
Instead
you
of
think like Batman's story, which starts the same. You think you would prefer
Oh.
Batman had been like relegated?
I
a bit?
don't.
No, but-
but it's not really the
It's,
same.
it's not the same. I know
Yeah,
it definitely
yeah.
it is not the same. It
no,
doesn't
because
play out
everyone
the
thought he
same.
was dead. Batman, like Bruce Wayne left,
Yeah.
and
Right.
Bruce Wayne came back.
Right.
And like no one thought any the wiser.
So,
Fair enough.
I mean, so I thought that was pretty realistic that they put him in a mental hospital because he seems
Yeah.
like a delusion human
Yep.
being who thinks he's Danny Rand and
Yep.
all of that
Yep.
nonsense.
Exactly,
so I
yeah.
enjoyed that. And then when they incorporated the element of the universe, elements of the universe, like the hand and all of that, and his this one's father? Yeah, what's his Meacham?
Meacham.
Yeah.
Harold Meacham.
That guy's so good.
I thought he was
great. Oh, he was
great.
great.
That guy's so
He
good.
was superb.
The Netflix shows have the supporting cast in the Netflix shows are the
Yeah.
strongest supporting cast in the
Yeah.
entire MCU as
Yeah.
far as I'm concerned.
So I bought into the universe and I liked the character because he was exactly as annoying as he needed to be. People hate the fact that he's unlikable. I like that.
Oh no, I'm with you.
Yeah.
I agree. He should be
Yeah.
unlikable.
He should be
I think
unlikable.
'Cause he's
I think
weird.
We,
I mean,
yeah, totally.
he's a
I think
weird
we just
guy.
differ in that you say he's as annoying as he should be. I think he's more annoying than he should
No,
be.
but his naivete
He
is
should be
charming. It's charming and
Yes.
you want to watch him.
Yes.
You want the world to beat him into becoming a cynic.
I agree completely.
Which I enjoy.
I just think the needle went a little too far into the red.
I
I was
thought it
like,
was okay.
it's in the right direction. I'm with you in that I don't think it is as bad as the hate it's getting,
Yeah.
but I think it does deserve some hate.
I think the
Because
hate,
it's not-
the volume of
It's
hate
definitely not good.
worked
but
in
it's
its favor. Where I was watching it with like, ये बहुत टट्टी होगा.
Yeah.
लेकिन मैं देखा बहुत मजा आया. So then, you know, the reverse happened.
I did the same. I was like, this is going to be terrible. Let me just watch it. And then the Harold Meacham ice cream scene happened.
Oh,
and I was
yeah.
like,
I love that
That was
scene.
great, man.
in
You
a
can't-
way, this was all worth it.
But I like that kind of surreal,
Yeah, it was-
strange.
I only laughed.
Yeah.
I only laughed. And then later he's eating the ice cream and he realized, oh, this dude's dead. I can't
That's the
believe it.
fun part, right?
Yeah,
Which is
that's
also,
so funny.
That's also in American Gods
It is. It
with
is. Yeah.
with the wife.
We're-
pro.
I
We're gonna
love-
segue
yeah.
and
She's
shit.
just done this, and I feel like I'm on her podcast.
What am
you
I
know?
doing? Yeah, why don't
Yeah.
you? Okay, please lead.
Yeah.
Take us down this path that you wish.
It's okay.
But
can I say
take us
Tati
down this
on
path.
You just
this
did again.
podcast?
You just did
I want you to
again.
take us down this path after we take a break.
Okay.
I will redeem some form of control because we have to like pay the bills and stuff. Break time.
That was Tantrik Steve from Hansraj College, Delhi, performing at IIT Bombay's Mood Indigo. Just like them, there's a lot of new talent and art coming out of colleges all across India, but unfortunately, most of this goes completely unnoticed or ignored. To fix this, we started atkt.in. Hi, I'm Ankur. I'm a musician and a rapper, and I found that one of the best things about being an artist myself is finding new talent. Through atkt.in, Tanya, my colleague who's a dancer, and our whole team really is putting all of our efforts into discovering and promoting all the coolest talent that's coming out of colleges all across India. And this goes up on our website, our social media, TV, radio, and now, of course, this podcast with IVM. Make sure you go to our website, support the talent with your likes, your shares, your comments. All of that really matters. Go ahead, check it out. atkt.in.
All right. Welcome to the Books on Toast podcast with these geek fruit people that nobody really cares about, let's face it. My name is Anuya, and we're going to talk about American Gods today.
Thanks for having us.
Yeah, it's such a good show that we're on.
Yeah.
I never thought I'd make it to the Books on Toast
I know, right?
podcast.
It's quite
You,
the privilege.
you probably won't, Siddhant.
I knew
but,
it. Yeah.
I mean, we're not going to get as
There it
many
is.
views as.
I missed
Mojo
my
and
shot
company.
anyway, yeah.
Oh, well. at least we've been invited.
You've
It's an
been in-
honor to be nominated. Thank you so much.
You've been invited.
What would you like to talk
so,
about?
American Gods.
Right. What
we
we're here
were,
for.
We
Yeah.
were
Yeah.
discussing Iron Fist before this.
Yeah.
And I wanted to talk about how resurrection as a concept has been introduced in both Iron Fist and American Gods.
Mm-hmm.
So why don't you start, Siddhant?
Oh, it's on me now. Okay.
on
So this book is really nice. I like it. It's a book like. No, okay. So the
It's
show,
book-like.
Yeah.
the show is actually where we should start.
So
Actually,
I haven't read the book.
Yeah.
I've only
so
seen
let's
the show.
let's talk
That's
about.
where I
let's,
that's where I enter
let's
from.
begin with the show here.
Can you give me like a 30-second rundown of what the hell I just saw? Because honestly,
The entire
I was
season, you mean?
I was pretty damn confused for the most up until maybe the penultimate episode.
I think that says a lot about the show, though.
That's when I
Yeah.
got a grip. That's when I was like, okay, I get it. I mean, I figured out, yes,
Yeah.
we're all gods, and I knew that there was a war. There was new gods and old gods, but I was like, who's new, who's old?
Right.
I knew he was recruiting Shadow Moon.
Yeah.
Why
Alright,
he was
alright,
recruiting it is
alright.
kind of up in the air.
Let's try and do this.
Yeah,
let's
so do
try.
your best.
Let's try
Come
it. Starts out with Shadow Moon in prison for a crime which we don't know about till later, and he's gonna get out of prison.
Yep.
He finds out from the warden that it's because he's getting out for good behavior on parole, but he's getting out earlier than anticipated because his wife has died.
Right.
Now, shocking news. He's trying to find his way back to his wife's hometown, which is in a small town in Indiana, I think.
Eagle Point, India.
Eagle Point, Indiana. And he is taking some flights to get there. And he runs into this, let's say, like, annoying old guy who introduces himself as Mr. Wednesday. And
That should be your first clue who he is.
Mr. Wednesday.
It's
Yeah.
called American Gods,
Yeah.
and
Yeah.
there is a dude calling himself Wednesday.
Wednesday.
इतना भी अक्कल नहीं लगेगा.
Yeah, it's not so difficult. But okay, here we are. Wednesday.
Nope, went way over my head.
All right.
Nope,
All right.
I was thinking Wednesday Adams.
All right, Mr. Wednesday.
Related to Pugsley.
There, he's like, you have to work for me. You have to be my bodyguard. And this guy's like, no, I have to go back and do all this stuff.
Yeah.
And they go back together, and he convinces him to sort of work for him somehow.
Yeah.
Because they managed to hit it off finally when he tells him that no one's going to employ you. The guy who was going to employ you died also in the same car crash that your wife died in.
Yeah.
He's your friend, but now he's dead. So now what?
Yeah.
So this guy's like, okay, fine, I'll listen to your what you have to offer at least. And then he kind of convinces him to be his bodyguard. So we go to the funeral. Funeral happens. He finds out his wife died in the worst possible way. Basically, she was
In the middle of fellatio.
blowing
Yes.
the guy in
Fellatio.
the car,
His
and
best
then
friend.
Yep.
car accident, and they die
Apparently the penis was castrated and it was
in
her
her
mouth.
mouth. Yeah. Just so you all didn't know. Now you all know.
Yeah.
That's why he
But
says
wait,
spoilers.
But
here.
this is what I was vague on this. Like,
Yeah.
did she have like a really tight grip on it and it just like crunch? Or
I
was
don't-
it after the
They
fact?
didn't explain it to us, but
I didn't know if like the details were in the book.
The
like,
spiteful
maybe.
widow on the
Listen,
other end was
yeah.
like, no, it was
Oh.
in her mouth. I actually took it out and had it inserted into him.
Oh,
And
fun.
then-
Yeah,
She
yeah.
says that.
Yeah,
she
yeah,
says
yeah.
that. I don't know if she did it, but she seems like she could have.
Okay.
The widow, that is.
But I loved her. See,
Yeah,
again,
she was pretty good.
Deviation from the book where the widow didn't have
Didn't
that
have
much.
anything, yeah.
Oh.
But here she tries to seduce,
Yeah.
what's his face?
Shadow Moon,
Yeah.
our protagonist.
On the.
yeah.
We'll just call him what's his face.
We'll call him what's his face
Yeah.
protagonist.
Yeah. What's
Okay.
his abs?
Yeah.
what's his abs?
Why not?
Okay, wait. So, but this is still on
Hang on,
episode
hang on.
1.
Yeah, we haven't
I gave you
finished.
30 seconds. We are way over time.
Well, I can't make it shorter than this because then you'll be even more confused.
I'll do this.
Okay,
I'll
go
try
for
this.
it.
Go for
Okay.
it.
Go for it.
So I tweet a lot. So
Nailed it. Yeah.
it's a story of a man who's caught in between two foreign factions of gods, the new ones and the old ones. And because it's America, it's immigrant gods versus gods that have been created in America.
Oh! Immigrant gods?
Immigrant
Yeah,
gods.
because everyone emigrates to America, right?
Yeah.
Like, why would there be a Nancy the Spider in America?
Right, wait, so-
because the slaves bring him over in
So
that
this is what
episode
okay,
with
so this is where I was really
Yeah.
hazy. Who are the new ones and who are the old ones? And why are they new and why are they old? What makes them old? What makes them new? If you're saying immigrant gods are the
old gods.
Old gods.
Yeah. They're the
Okay.
ones that came with the immigrants in the
Right,
beginning when America
right.
was
So
starting
that's
to
what
form.
every single cutscene at the start of the episode was telling you about an old god.
Yes.
That came through.
Yeah.
And so
Yes.
right now, who are all the old gods? We
So
have?
right now we have Mr. Nancy, Nancy the Spider. We have Ibis and
I have to look up a cast list because I don't know
Ibis
who the hell
and
Mr. Nancy
Bast.
was.
Bast. Well, she doesn't show up yet, does she?
Oh, not in the show.
Not in the show. Yeah.
But in the book, there is an amazing sex scene.
Yeah, that's true. So there's Ibis and Jackal, and then there's Mr. Nancy. There's the Jinn,
Yeah.
who we meet in the taxi story
If
over
the
there.
Ifrit.
Yeah,
Salim.
Salim. Yeah,
Yeah.
and there's also I believe
Leprechaun?
The Leprechaun. Yes.
Okay, so is
Mad Sweeney.
this a detriment to the show, or was it as vague in the book? Because I have to look at the cast list to like see who the hell you're talking about. Because I know everybody you mean, but names are completely lost.
Because
on me.
we're reading all the names constantly, right?
I guess,
So
yeah. So maybe it's just fault in the show.
honestly, there's a lot that the show has deviated from because you can't. This is what I was actually thinking about, like the reveal of Mr. World, for instance. Anuya, you also were reading it for a bit, right? So you know what I'm talking about. We're
Yeah.
not going to reveal this to
We
you,
won't.
Okay,
But
sure.
it was
basically,
obvious.
it was. But the point is, here it's not even an option anymore.
Yeah.
So what we're talking about is basically, since it's literature and we don't
Yeah.
have anyone's faces,
Yeah.
we don't know who these people are, what they
Right.
look like.
Yeah.
So to us, it's all just names.
Yeah.
So. But in the TV show, you have to show the person.
Right.
So there's no deception in that sense.
Yeah.
So this
Right.
is something that you can use with a script or with
Right.
words,
Yeah,
which
yeah.
doesn't literally show you who this person
This
is.
happens, this exact same thing happened in Game of Thrones.
Okay.
Where Sir Barristan Selmy was Arstan Whitebeard in the books.
Okay.
But they had to just show him as Barristan. Or even the whole Reek and Theon Greyjoy thing, it's a massive shock when you find out that Reek is Theon Greyjoy.
Yeah.
Oh, right.
But in the show, it's just,
So it's like,
now I'm Reek.
Fair enough.
so just
Yeah.
imagine like there's an
Yeah.
alias in the book. You don't know who it is. They
Right.
never talk about it.
Yeah.
And then in the
True.
later on you find out later.
That's a cool point, because one thing that really confused me was I could tell, obviously, like, from the minute the show starts, you can tell this is pretty artsy fartsy, and this is made by the guy that made Hannibal, so you know what you're getting yourself into.
Yeah.
Stunning.
So you have to take it with a pinch of salt. Everything you're seeing is like not going to be totally linear. It's not going to be the most
No.
direct storyline.
It can't. It's not even written like that. Yeah.
Well,
so-
then I guess that's good,
Yeah,
because
yeah.
one thing that really got annoying for me was every episode starts with a different cutscene and it tells you a different story, but it wasn't consistent in that some episodes, particularly towards the end, the penultimate episode of the season, the entire episode was about the backstory of
Essie.
was she the one that was enslaved?
Yeah, Essie.
No, that,
Yeah,
uh,
the
that was
grandmother, the
but
grandmother.
that was in the last
Essie.
episode. That
no,
was
penultimate.
Penultimate.
Oh yeah, the penultimate.
Yeah.
episode,
And so the entire thing was more focused on this backstory stuff as opposed to most other episodes where it was just like a few cutaways were about the backstory.
But
So
this
it's
is this is again the TV show taking over here, because there are so many characters in the book which
Yeah.
will never see the light of day in this TV show. We're sure of it.
Yeah, which is the case with most books.
So they're
Yeah.
kind of the writers of the show are kind of tightening their focus around these characters, saying
Right.
lock onto these guys,
Yeah.
lock onto Mad Sweeney, lock onto the wife.
Yeah.
Because she's gonna be important,
Okay.
and she's not gonna go anywhere.
Yeah.
Whereas in the book, and this is the criticism of the book, which I completely understand, characters just aimlessly drift in and out
Yeah.
of it, and it just takes up time in the book.
Sure.
And you're like, why are we even dealing with this? You know, and some of it is like, he went to buy boots, he went to like drink coffee, you know, stuff like that.
Yeah.
And like, even in a book, even if you take your time with it, it's still annoying to deal with this. So the TV show is focused very hard on keeping things much tighter.
Yeah.
And that's really paid off, actually.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think so.
You know, to be honest, I prefer the show to the book.
Same here.
Really?
Same
Yeah.
here.
Because little
That's a
little
first.
things,
I- nobody ever
right?
says
and
that, yeah.
Gaiman, who's one of my favorite authors of all time,
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I think American Gods is actually his weakest work. I don't know why they chose that to be adapted. In
But
fact,
I guess it's
Anansi
because
Boys
of this.
is great.
You know, I think it's because of this. I just think that
Yeah.
they felt like they could adapt
They
it better.
could adapt it, yeah.
There's more
because
potential for them to make it look good. so.
Visually, it is just
Beautiful.
one of the most stunning shows I've
Beautiful.
ever seen.
Yeah.
It's like a
It is,
drug.
kind
It's
of
a
is.
high, yeah.
But I had a weird sort of moment of realization of what a time to be alive and what a time for film.
Yeah.
When you can see a man being eaten by a vagina.
Yeah.
And it looks plausible.
Not just men, by the way.
Not
Everybody.
just, yeah, that's right. That's true. It's true. All
You know?
shapes, creeds, colors.
She's
I mean,
equal
yeah,
opportunity.
Absolutely.
But
Man,
we missed
that
the
was
point.
something.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that was great.
Yeah.
Not to be taking away from the
Sure.
whole, the vagina of it all.
Yeah.
But what I was saying was that they'd taken all these like throwaway characters and
Yeah.
given them shown us an entire side to their personality that we don't see in the book.
No.
Like Laura, oh my god,
Yeah.
I love her now.
Yeah. In the
She's
book,
a human being.
in the book, she was just literally Deus Ex
Accessory.
Machina, and you're
Yeah.
like, why her? It's like lame zombie
Exactly.
ex-wife who they, and you know, the other thing is Shadow. The guy who
Yeah.
plays Shadow is excellent.
Oh my God.
Like, he's so much cooler than Shadow in the book. Shadow in the book is a
Okay,
dumbass.
because-
like, he says, he's like, people say, you're not very smart. Like, everyone says that to him
Yeah.
in the book.
Yeah.
And he's like, yeah, I guess.
I'm with
and
you.
this guy's like, no, I'm smart. Like, I can.
I'm with you. I think he
Yeah.
plays the
I
character
also
well.
love his perturbed, like, what's going on look.
Yeah.
Yes,
It's
yes,
so good.
exactly. He
I get
plays
it.
the character well,
Yeah.
but I still think that he is a pretty damn boring character.
It's a boring character.
Yeah.
Let's
Yeah.
not. It's
So you're saying
Because-
he's less boring than
He's
he's in the
less
book?
boring.
That's
Yeah.
a pretty damn boring
Yeah,
character.
Also-
And is he the?
He's very good looking. Come
Yeah,
on,
what's
face
his
it.
abs?
Yeah.
He So is he the main protagonist in the entire story?
Yes.
Yes.
That sucks.
But-
No, man, he's boring.
It's very like How I Met Your Mother. No one cares about Ted
Yeah.
Mosby, but
I
like,
guess. But Ted
you
Mosby's
just need
endearing.
him. You need him to be there. It's like
He's
a,
the stand-in for the audience, right?
yeah, pretty
Yeah,
much.
he is,
Yeah,
but
they're all
he's
experiencing
so-
it through Shadow. He's
Jesus
the vessel,
Christ.
basically.
He's the human, boring, anybody, every man.
I'm
glad-
who's
I'm
caught
glad-
in a supernatural
I'm really glad that
situation.
his wife is maybe getting more
Yeah.
importance in this than she does
we
in the
should
book,
talk
because
about
I really
her.
like
Actually,
her a lot.
we should talk about her because the book, like we just said, has nothing really for her.
Yeah.
She's literally in purgatory throughout the.
So
the thing.
I remember you told me that the show picks up a lot after episode 3 thereabouts,
Yes.
because
It really does.
I
There's an
agree with you.
actual difference in pace.
completely, and I totally agree with you. And I think that's because my favorite episode might have been the one
Where she comes back.
No, did she either?
I think
That's
she comes
4.
back in 4. Yeah.
Before, no, it's not the one where she comes back, but the one where she Well, it might be the one she comes back. It's the one where you basically find out about her backstory, about how she
and
got in
she's
prison.
waiting in the hotel room.
Yeah. So that was
That's
great
Yeah.
because 90% of that episode was linear storytelling about her story.
Exactly.
And that was great.
And up to that point, basically.
And up to that point.
Yeah.
And that was fine because I could follow everything. And honestly, that's really all I needed because I loved the actors in this. I thought everybody did a great job. They brought
True.
back a lot of people that I love that I haven't seen enough of. Like Pablo Schreiber, who plays
He's-
Pornstache
Yeah,
in
I
Orange is the
know
New
his
Black.
name.
You don't get to see enough of him. I loved that they brought back Michael J. Fox's dad from Back to the Future.
Yeah.
That's so great. He also looks like Tom from Blink-182, which makes me so happy I can't even tell you. But the cast in this was great. The acting in it was great. But my problem was I just didn't have a clue what was going on.
Yeah.
I was totally in it. I was compelled. I was
And-
like, yes, what you're saying, I believe you.
Yeah.
I wish I knew what you were talking about.
Yeah.
Oh my God, we found real life Shadow.
Yeah, in a way, I guess.
Yeah.
No, but honestly, you're right, because while watching it, I was like, oh man, I need to read this book again. I'm not going to get what's happening.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
that's what happened. I actually had to read it again. I was like, I forgot half these people because, they're not that important to the story, but without them, the story's kind of lame. Because when I read the book, I was like, wow, this is a good book. I liked it. But the thing is...
You liked it.
Yeah, but the thing is, I forgot it so easily. So what does that say about the book,
Yeah.
So, and I only remembered Shadow, Wednesday. I remembered all the main characters, but I didn't remember the side characters. And I was looking for them so that when I could put it all back together, I'd be like, okay, this guy, this person, this woman.
Yeah.
And then it all made sense. So it's strange, but the book sort of helps you through the movie, but you don't really,
Well,
the TV show,
yeah.
but you don't really want to read the book in a way.
I
This is
mean,
the feeling you get when you're watching
yeah,
the TV
yeah,
show
definitely.
as your first introduction to it. The book will not appeal to you the same way. I
What the
think.
numbers are, though. I wonder how many people have watched and loved American Gods because it was actually one of the most hyped shows to.
That's true.
I
For
know.
Amazon
Yeah.
especially.
Yeah.
But stars.
Yeah.
What I really love about the show is the way they've treated like the human body.
Hmm.
Like it's a very matter of fact portrayal,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
Of course, there's the famous vagina eating
Yeah.
shot.
But that's her thing. So,
Yes, and
That's
then
what-
there's
she's a one-trick pony. That's all she's good for.
Yeah.
Yeah.
She's just eating people.
Yeah.
But there's also all the dead bodies, which Amazon helpfully blurred because penises are ugly. I
It's
agree
true.
with you, Amazon.
Yeah.
Boobs are beautiful. Keep showing us the boobies
That
and
was
keep
just
blurring
weird,
the
man.
penises.
And like, who decides these things? Like, seriously.
Yeah,
Anyway.
but Stars, I mean, they did Spartacus before this.
Yeah, so-
and that was gratuitous. That's a nice way of
but
putting
there isn't gratuitous
In
nakedness
this movie,
in this.
yeah, in this TV show, no.
yeah. It's beautiful. The
Yeah.
way the human body
Yeah.
is portrayed throughout
Yeah.
the show is just one of the most
Excellent.
visually
You finally get like a desexualized
Yes.
human body,
Yes.
which is interesting.
Just to go back a minute, I have an answer for you.
Okay.
So it got an 8.3 on IMDb.
well. Yes.
And the tomato meter, audience tomato meter is 94%. The critic
Yeah.
review is 84.
But do we have numbers?
People
Yeah,
loved it.
do we have
do
like...
we have numbers?
Naveen has numbers.
The
Yeah.
premiere is 975,000.
Yeah, so that's not a high number.
How many was
That's-
that?
that's-
975?
Yeah, 1,000.
975,000
That's
views.
On a TRP rating, it's 0.4.
Damn.
That's not good.
That's not
That's,
good.
yeah.
And how much does Game of Thrones get? I think six.
Too many.
2 billion.
Something stupid.
Yeah.
Some absurd number. Yeah. But do you think it's also because it's Amazon? Like, I don't know, like in general, Amazon is
It's
not
Amazon
the hottest.
and it's Stars. They're both
Yeah.
like not
yeah,
top.
they're not the highest in demand.
And
Yeah.
I'm sure that it costs a lot of money to shoot a
Yes.
show like this.
Of course
so
it does.
I
Of
wonder
course it does.
what the business plan is. But anyway,
Yeah.
Yeah.
So actually, speaking of business plan, I actually want to know how far in the book are we? You can't really give me a straight answer.
When we're not... We don't...
Are we
because
like
the
a
thing
third,
is... No.
fourth, fifth?
I don't know. Because they literally take elements from
Okay.
up
Yeah.
and down the book.
If you had to
Anywhere.
predict,
No, so they literally rewrote and put in a new character in the TV show.
which is who?
Vulcan.
The guy that makes
the guy that makes the
guns.
guns.
Sword.
Yeah,
Okay.
and who makes the sword for him.
And that was a big ass part.
Yes.
Damn, okay.
Yeah, that whole episode is basically... That doesn't exist anywhere. So they just made it for this, and it's very cool.
It was a
He's-
really cool show.
He's literally... and
episode.
I have to say, of all the gods, he's the most Americanized of
Yeah.
the gods. Like,
Yeah.
you really think about it. He's
Yeah,
the guy
yeah.
who went, you know what? Let's all make them worship guns. They love me. And because Vulcan
Yeah.
in Greek and Roman mythology,
Yeah.
Vulcan or Hephaestus is the guy who makes weapons. That's his power. He makes the
Okay.
thunderbolts for
Zeus?
Zeus. Yeah. So
he's the tinkerer.
yeah.
He's the engineer.
Yeah, basically. So he's like, I'll make weapons. They love it, and they do.
And
He's
So
also a cripple though. That they didn't.
They didn't
that
go
they
with that.
conveniently no.
Yeah, that's true. I guess he got worshipped enough to have the leg fixed.
Okay,
maybe.
but so if you can't give me a straight answer to where we are in the book,
Yeah.
in an ideal world, if the budgets were fine and it's getting enough, I mean the ratings are good, so it's got good ratings. People want to see it.
Yeah.
Numbers might not be great, but let's say if that was not a problem, how many seasons do you think they can stretch out of this?
They can logistically stretch it out as much as they want. They can take all mythology and pull a god at a time.
Yeah.
What they haven't done in the show,
Yeah.
which might be because they are prudent, is used any Hindu mythology.
Not yet.
Sure.
And I
in
don't
the
think they
book,
will. Yeah.
in the book.
There is?
Yeah,
Yeah.
Kali.
Is
Oh,
there?
hello.
Yeah.
Kali is in the book. Of
Okay.
course, he calls her Mamaji, which is another. Yeah, he calls her Mamaji respectfully. I'm like, kiski mama hai ye?
Yeah.
But
All of
that's
our mamas.
another.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Okay.
that's another story.
You guys really obviously loved the
I like the show.
visual style
I
of
like
it. You
the
loved
show,
how it was
yeah.
done. Was
Yeah.
it how you read it? This is something I always like to ask people when it
Honestly,
happens.
I just did not picture Shadow this way, for instance.
He doesn't have like 15 abs in the book?
No, he doesn't.
Okay.
He seems like a big. He's always described as a very large man.
Yeah.
Who's very strong.
Yeah.
But you never get a sense of what he is or what he's about. He's one of those things in literature where you're supposed to project yourself on him, so he doesn't get to be
Sure.
anything
Okay.
really,
Okay.
except big and strong and
Okay.
kind of dumb.
Yeah.
So that's there. But what I really loved was how they recreated the stories, because again, when he's narrating the stories in the book, but in the TV show, it's so fluid. Like you have people talking and nothing's being narrated. It's all
Yeah.
happening. It's so nice. And then you understand how the trek happens, for
Mm-hmm.
each of these gods to show up. I mean, the premise of this entire thing is that when people move, they take their faith with them, and their gods come along for the ride.
Which is why there were like 20 Jesuses
Which is
in the last episode.
which is what's so fantastic about the book itself. I mean, or the topic really.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
American Gods. You can make this about at any place if you want to,
Yeah.
but it's special in this setting because the takeaway is America's a bad place for old gods.
Right.
That's the moral of the story, because America worships the new gods.
Fair enough. Okay. But so, like, one thing that I was really curious about, which I didn't expect to be so blatant, was the notion of gods, American or otherwise.
Yeah.
I didn't think that it was going to be literally about gods in America.
Yeah, yeah.
So when I put two and two together, I was like, oh, they're all gods. Cool. I just thought after a point that, like, it was a little too proud of itself. And I don't know if the book feels that way to you, but like as I was watching the show, and once
Yeah.
I connected dots, I was like, okay, cool. I see what's going on. But then I was like, all right, I should care about these people, right? And I don't care too much about most of them.
That's fun.
And I just felt
feeling.
like it was just sort of like self-satisfied with itself.
Yeah.
Like, see how I'm smarter than you? Cool. Which is, I mean, ideally what any narrative should be. You should, take a while to put it all together. But this kind of felt like it wanted to be a rival level of like, you won't get this until I decide.
Really? I didn't-
Yeah.
yeah,
Like it just
I-
seemed really,
I guess I was familiar
trying
with it, so
really
it's fine.
hard to be sort of convoluted.
But that's-
and was just a little too proud of it.
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
felt. It was a little off-putting.
I
for
get
me.
that. But I think, anyway, they wanted to treat the gods as self-important, like pointless beings, in the
Yeah.
sense that no one cares about you. Why do you care so much, in the sense? Even in any way you look at it, even in the TV show, like, why do these people think they're so amazing? Because you don't really see them do anything godlike, right?
Right.
So
Except for bringing his dead wife back to life.
that
And making like
that's,
snow happen and
that's,
stuff and like random.
No, he makes snow happen.
Oh, that's the thing.
Shadow makes no happen.
I couldn't tell when who's doing what because it's
Yeah.
just like thing happens and one guy's
No, he
in
tells
awe.
him. He's like, think about snow, and
yeah,
he does.
But you
and
don't
then
know
snow-
if
Right.
he actually did
Yeah,
it.
exactly. I mean, like
You don't
it's
know.
That's true.
It's
See, I think
vague. That's the
Yeah.
problem. It doesn't really
comes
give
from
you
the
concrete.
fact that mythology exists already, right?
Yeah.
And he's spinning a tale based on old tales,
Mm-hmm.
where he wants you to put the dots together just exactly at the right time.
Yeah.
Because if he gives away something, you're going to know who it is.
Exactly.
So that's why Wednesday he doesn't call himself Mr. Odin, he calls himself Mr. Wednesday. Right?
Yeah.
So if he wants the people who already know the mythology to pat themselves on the back just a little bit because they know it, and he wants the ones who don't know it to put it together only when he wants them to put it together.
Yeah.
So that's just his mastery over the language. It is self-important, but like you said, I think that carries over from the fact that gods themselves are self-important. That Wednesday
True.
thinks he's a lot
Yeah.
bigger and better and stronger and
Than he actually is.
he should be worshipped. That's where it all comes from, right? That's
Yeah.
the theme. These are beings who feel like they have to be worshipped, like they've earned it, even though they are basically human,
Yeah.
Yeah.
like any other human beings. On that note, should we take a break?
Yeah, it's your
Jashni?
podcast.
Yes, man.
It's my
So
podcast.
It's
It is
your
my
show, and we
podcast.
can break if you
Yes.
want to.
We're taking a break. Let's see you on the other side.
What's the best new restaurant in town?
Which bar sucked?
What's the worst new Hindi film?
What's the most obscure thing to do on the weekend?
And what's the most interesting new walking tour?
If you want to know how to make the most of Bombay, listen to the Podcast by thedailypow.com. We are Pronuti,
Amit,
And Purva.
We're your guide to what to do, see, and eat in the city. You can find new episodes of the Podcast every Monday on the IVM Podcast app or any other podcasting app that you prefer, and on thedailypow.com.
Welcome back to the Geek Fruit Podcast.
Oh wow!
Oh, it's ours again.
Damn.
Wow.
She's so
My
sharing is
name
caring.
is Anuya, and they've been kind enough to call me here as a guest, and therefore I have taken over the proceedings as guests should do.
Yeah.
And today we're discussing American Gods,
Yes.
TV show and book.
So yeah, and that's actually, this is the part where we talk about what changed between book and TV show.
What changed? Shadow became black.
He was black in the book as well, and I wasn't sure. Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Wait,
There's
why
literally
is
no-
this debatable? I feel like
It is
this should not
debatable
be-
because
Was he?
you only
Was he
learn,
beige?
you only learn that he's black. Like I only read one thing about him being black, like hundreds of pages in,
Okay.
and there's no mention of it before. He's just like, I'm a tall guy who's strong.
Yeah.
Okay.
You know?
Really?
Yeah. There is one part where
I
he's
completely missed that. I thought he was
it's like
white.
his coffee-colored skin, etc.,
Oh,
etc. has
but
been.
coffee
I mean, it could
like
be like milk.
latte?
Like
Yeah.
like milk. How much milk is in this coffee?
Which is why I also thought of him as more like, just a really dark white guy for some reason. It's
You know,
okay.
I mean,
Yeah.
writers have this thing, like they call Hispanic people olive skinned, and in my head, olive is like dark green.
Correct.
Yeah.
Or black. Yeah.
Yeah, hara hai.
Yeah, he might be sick.
Or
He
it's
might-
black, straight. There's black olives.
Okay,
There's,
yeah. It's like how is
How's this working
How
out?
is this working? So
No,
it's always
yeah.
unless they use African American, you never know what they mean.
Exactly.
So I didn't think Shadow was black until I saw him.
Yeah, but then I saw him, I was like, this makes far more sense.
Cool. So that
Like,
may or may not have
That may
changed.
only, also
Probably not
Gaiman
changed.
has a tendency
Yeah.
to base his leads on himself, which is
Yeah.
why Dream in Sandman looks
looks like
him.
him, looks like him.
Dresses like him and looks like him.
Yeah,
So I
pretty
just
much.
assume that even Shadow is some aspect of Lord Gaiman, you know.
Probably, yeah.
Yeah.
It's a good enough reason. You never where the guy is also
Yeah.
like proper regular Londoner who happens to be Neil Gaiman, but here we are. Anyway.
Okay,
but
before
okay.
Actually,
I wanna-
nowhere he's the Marquis. Sorry, I'm done. Go on.
Okay, before you guys delve into what's changed between the book and the show,
Yeah.
since I haven't read the book, I want to ask, how important do you think that is to your viewing experience? Because the thing is, like, most of the time they'll make shows about books that have done really well, right? Nobody
Yeah.
wants to adapt a book that hasn't sold all
Yeah,
that many.
yeah.
And when you know that the majority of your fan base and your audience, at least for the very beginning, now Game of Thrones has got to that point where everybody and their mom knows everything about it. But when you start a show like in this one, you know that the majority of people that are watching it have read the book. And so they're constantly going to be comparing and contrasting.
I don't think a lot of people who are watching it because they've read the book, but
They're watching it despite they've read the.
yeah, maybe. I don't know.
But I feel like that's where the you know that you have an
That's
audience
where the
because
hype came
that's
from.
where the hype came
Yeah.
from. Yeah,
that's
I
true.
feel like
That's true.
but
I think
you
but-
know there's a market for it. 'cause
But
people
the
already
hype
bought the book.
also came from Gaiman's name itself.
Yeah.
Sure,
Right.
but I mean, so people might be aware of who Gaiman is, and American Gods seems to be like one of those big ones that if you've read any Gaiman, you've probably read American Gods.
But that's a good assumption also. You
Yeah.
probably have.
Exactly, right?
Yeah.
So that's what I mean. So the majority of people that watched episode 1 of season 1, the first 8 came out, were probably people that have read American Gods
Yeah.
Yes.
and had an investment. So if you can just think back to
I-
the very first episode upon watching
Yeah.
it, you were probably, like, as you
yeah.
should be,
Yeah.
comparing.
But
And-
it's like what we've said already. I think we were watching it to be visually blown away. At least I was, and she said she was as well.
Yeah.
So we got that.
But then you didn't seem to. The visual wonder of it sort of trumped over the fact that he was changing things up. Like you didn't mind it
I mean,
to begin
the
with.
first,
Obviously, you didn't know
the
how much he was going to
The
change.
first episode didn't change. He didn't change anything really.
Except for the wife trying to seduce him.
Yeah.
Which I loved.
Yeah,
I
which
thought
was
it was
cool.
a brilliant
But that was
touch.
again, it was in his mind, like
Yeah.
so.
Okay.
Yeah, but episode 1, you couldn't tell. Like you thought it was pretty faithful retelling of the book.
Okay, and so
far.
then as we get further into the season and as you see things are changing,
It's the wife. That's where you first really get it.
Okay.
Because she's not supposed to be a main character or a support character. She just
Comes and
appears
goes.
and goes. And the thing about the coin is true, but you find out much later that it's because of the coin that she's alive.
okay.
And even here, the coin bit comes in a little bit later on when they have their own collision with Mad Sweeney and the wife
Yeah.
driving the ice cream car.
Right.
And then
Yeah, I don't know what the wife and Matt Sweeney is another character who's got a lot more screen time.
Yeah, him too. He's got a much bigger
Okay.
He
part.
dies like 25% into the book.
Yeah, most of his role is him dying.
Yeah.
Yeah.
By the way, the page count is 635. I was spectacularly wrong.
Wow.
That's what
okay,
I was
good.
thinking. I was
Yeah.
thinking
Yeah.
like 600.
Why would a
Amazingly
publisher let
wrong.
you make a 1200 page book? I feel like that needs to be broken up.
Yeah.
Super. But it's still quite a fat
It's
book.
pretty
Cool.
big though. to
That's
be
big
fair.
enough. Yeah.
So them having a little side quest is in itself quite
Yeah.
new. So we were like, what's going on? And her backstory. The thing with his crime is that it really doesn't really come up how he got put into jail. It rarely comes up in the book at all.
Comes up once.
Yeah.
And it's not the same as
It's not
what
the
they've shown
same,
on the
yeah.
show.
They've made her sort of the mastermind
Yeah.
behind it, and he's the poor fool who fell for it, etc.
Let's take a moment here to talk about how phenomenal Emily Browning is.
Oh
Yeah,
my
she's
God.
really good.
She is
She's the best thing
superb.
by
Yeah.
far about
Yeah.
this show. And I thought Ian McShane would be the one, and he's
pretty
really great.
good, yeah.
He's great.
Yeah.
But yeah, everything with her in it is just
Is
so great.
really good. And that's the thing. They made her character such that you can't like her. Like I don't
Yeah.
like her. I think she's a pretty selfish.
But I'm
sort of-
rooting for her.
I am, yeah. I'm
that's
like,
that's the
she's
funny
very
bit.
compelling.
I'm like, I want to see where this goes, but man, why did she do all this?
a
Like,
bitch.
yeah,
I
what
mean,
a selfish bitch.
every
like,
other show,
really.
or pretty much every show today is now getting an anti-hero kind of a thing.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but
And
that,
she's nailed it.
She nailed it. though,
but
yeah.
that's what made me like her.
That's true.
That is what
I
worked
mean,
for me.
I mean, it depends. Like, some people went with, okay, I hope she redeems herself, but I'm like, I just want to see where this goes. But that's interesting anyway, to have her
Yeah,
come back
that-
and have
I
this.
think that's more than enough. Like,
Yeah.
I don't know
Knowing-
what made them invest in Matt Sweeney and
Yeah.
Emily Browning's characters.
Yeah. I think it's because
But-
it just happens early on enough that now you don't have to go ahead and, find otherwise people later. Because
Yeah.
otherwise there's so many scenes of just Odin and, Wednesday and Shadow for like half the book, and you're like,
They're not doing
Yeah.
anything.
yeah.
Why aren't they doing anything?
Because the real thing, again, Jishnu, is that in the book, he spends so much time explaining, because he asks all these questions, like, how are you walking here? Why are you, like, doing this? Why are you doing that? And you learn about
Shadow asks
Shadow's
questions
asking,
too.
and he answers questions. Then he's like, then after he gets bored, he says, I don't pay you to ask me questions. And then you're like, now we talk about scenery for 2 pages. So,
Yeah.
and then he'll be like, oh, now in Indiana, here, I
Now
want to
I'm
ask you this
driving,
question.
I'm gonna go eat.
Yeah, yeah. Basically, that was it.
is there
So-
a reason that they don't really call him Mad Sweeney much at all, and they'll keep calling him the Leprechaun?
Yeah, so
'Cause
that
the way you're
people-
talking about it
people
sounds
get
like-
it.
Yeah.
Yeah, but then that's what's confusing. Is that like everybody has a couple of different names, and
But gods
It's just-
have multiple names.
yeah, I know, and that's totally
the
fair.
problem, yeah.
That's totally
Wednesday
fair.
is referred to as Grimnir a lot in the book.
In the book.
Yeah.
And I mean, the only time I properly recognized that he has several names was at the very end, last
Yeah,
episode.
when he says all his names.
When he says all his names, I was like, oh.
Do you know how
okay,
many names
alright.
Odin has? There's
Yeah,
a Wikipedia
probably-
page for it. There's
probably
more
too
than
many. Yeah,
150
I'm
actual
sure.
names, like Allfather,
Yeah.
Grimnir, something,
yeah.
something, whatever the hell. There's so many names. So
Something, whatever the hell are great names.
they're amazing names.
Name
Yeah.
my children that.
Yeah. I mean, luck of the gods for them, I guess. But yeah, the guy, he's like, he's supposed to be this sort of, I don't know what the word is, capricious character that you're supposed to like
Great word
Odin.
use.
Yeah.
Triple word score.
Yeah, I hope so.
I feel like now we're living in a time which I consider as the golden age of adaptations, because we finally reached a point where we create adaptations that aren't just faithful adaptations of the written word, but they're also sort of like adding to the canon,
Yes.
right? So you're taking a book and you're not. So when I was a kid, and this is something that I have learned over the years of watching things that have been based on my favorite books, and I've talked about this on Books on Toast in our Books to TV and Books to Movie episodes both, where I used to get really offended if they changed a single thing. And the only 2 Harry
Yeah.
Potter movies I loved were the last 2, because they were extremely faithful to the text.
Sure.
But Harry Potter is perfect, doesn't he? Anyway.
Okay.
But with Game of Thrones and with American Gods, and in fact another book to screen adaptation of Neil Gaiman's work where the book is shitty and the movie is great is Stardust.
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So what all of these successful TV shows have done is that they've taken the book and they have figured out just the right way to adapt its characters onto screen. There is something that they do, and you'll realize this, and if you pay attention to this every time you watch an adaptation, right? In the book, Essie is who she is. It's
Yeah.
a story.
Yeah, it's
You
just
read it,
one of
you
those
move
short
on.
stories and it's over.
Yeah. So here, because Essie has Laura's face,
Yeah.
what they've done is the
They've
first thing
sort
they
of
did.
merged it.
Yeah, so the first
Yeah.
thing they've done is they've given us a familiar face. The second thing they've done is they've made Essie likable.
Yeah.
In the book, she is just this like trickster.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
But on the show, they give her that one scene where she's accused of being a thief, and you're
Yeah.
instantly like, oh, this poor girl. And then
Yeah.
when she is an asshole the rest
Yeah.
of the time,
Yeah.
you're just
Yeah.
like, whatever.
Yeah.
She got
And
this is fine.
you also get why Matt Sweeney for once is like not being a dick to her, because he's
Yeah.
like, she looks like that woman. You know?
Oh,
I'm sure
and
that's also a part of
because-
it.
And
Yeah.
also the reveal, but we won't talk about it.
Completely different thing though, but
Sure.
something that, speaking of like, the fact that gods have a million names and there's so much you can do with mythology and so many ways you can adapt it and you can
Yeah.
choose what you want to keep. One thing that really baffled me the entire time was that now again, just because of the way in which a lot of these shows, probably thanks to Netflix and like Daredevil and sort of the True Detective opening sequence with the credit roll and whatnot, and the use of music for that. They always look beautiful. They always look great. This one, I just couldn't understand what the hell I was looking at.
Yeah.
You see it 8 times.
I didn't get it either.
Do you guys have a clue what the hell we were looking at?
No idea. I
In
think they
the
just made it.
In the opening credits? Yeah.
Gods.
Just gods and like anything specific? Because like
No,
it was
I don't
so
think so. I think they're
random.
just showing stuff.
I feel like they were showing ancient idols and juxtaposing that against like modern day things, like that neon American God sign and stuff like that,
Oh, was that
Yeah,
it?
yeah.
I think
It's
that's
just-
about it.
This is my entire experience with this damn show, man. Like somebody
These two,
explains it and
you
I'm just
know,
like, oh,
yeah,
okay, cool.
We are just smarter than you, man.
That's, I mean, I will never deny that, but that's
I
really
don't
sad,
think
man.
there
I
was a
just like,
real
something about this
I
whole
don't
show.
think there was a real point to the opening credits.
Something about the show is just deeply unsatisfying.
It looks exactly
Really?
like the
I was with
Daredevil
it.
opening.
Let's talk about that. You
Yeah.
seem to have something far more interesting to talk about. What deeply unsatisfied?
I
you?
just didn't get closure in anything, in any which way or form. Because
Okay.
like the whole time I'm watching it, like I said, brilliantly acted, brilliantly performed. It's visually really cool.
Yeah.
But nothing seemed to have a point that I could, maybe intentionally or not, I just didn't get it.
I think you've summed up what everyone feels when they read and watch American Gods.
In a way,
you
yeah.
want to like it. You want to like the book, you
Yeah.
want to like the show, but you can't because there is something missing. What that is
Yeah.
for Gaiman to fill us in on.
I
But
mean, I really liked it. I just wish it was all shorter in the book, at least. Like, it shouldn't have been 600 pages. It should have been like 400. Cut out all that random stuff.
But that's his
like-
writing style, no? That's
I guess, yeah.
It's beautiful.
Yeah, because
I
I love
have-
the mythological aspect to this. I mean, I used to read about, Norse mythology or Greek mythology a lot, or, watched it in different movies, shows,
Sure.
whatever.
Yeah.
So it's great to see it represented in this way. But I think the whole, like, we're going to fight so that we, the old gods, can survive this new gods world. Because basically the premise is the new gods have come, they've taken over. People are not worshipping the old gods. So the old gods are going to die out, and this is a last-ditch attempt to get some kind of way
Man,
to survive.
I think I needed to watch this show with like frigging footnotes because that's great.
Yeah.
That's a really good explanation, which I couldn't
Yeah,
tell you.
no, but that's what she said in the beginning.
That
like,
makes complete sense to
when-
me.
That was the 30-second summary. There's
Right.
going to be a war between the two gods,
Right.
and the new gods
And
are
thing is,
beating the old gods.
I knew this, but
Yeah.
I could not form that sentence in my head.
So
I could not put it that simply in my head because
Yeah.
it's just something about this show seems like it's more
Yeah,
complicated
but,
than it is.
But it's like Anuya said, that's
You know?
what Gaiman doesn't want you to make it a simple sentence. He wants you to go on this whole thing to like enjoy it.
That's frustrating as hell, and that's what this show is. It's just
I guess,
frustrating for
yeah.
me. Like, it's compelling. Something about it is compelling. Yeah, I'll
You
stay
want
with
to-
you. I'll keep reading.
You want to write. You want to like it.
It's just really unsatisfying. Yeah,
because
yeah.
he writes sentences like these in the book. Okay, and I've noted them.
Mm-hmm.
Clumps and clusters of birds in flight were questing back and forth, black dots against blue sky, moving in some kind of desperate Brownian motion.
That's kind of
30
nice.
seconds
Yeah.
to appreciate.
Yeah.
It's. I think American Gods is his most indulgent work.
Yeah, he really went for
I'll
it.
put it 2 words. Blue balls.
Oh,
That's what I got with this show.
Okay, fair
That's
enough.
what I got with this show. I got blue balls.
Yeah.
Because I was just like, this is great.
Yeah,
But
you should reconsider
But
your
dot,
like.
dot, dot.
It's
your
like a
ne-
porn movie that focuses on foreplay too much.
well played.
You should.
Touche.
You should probably not get the book then.
So women will like it.
She eats people
She does.
with her woman parts.
Yeah.
Anyway. Oh, but okay, before we close up, I want to say one totally random thing, which did also annoy me. The theme song
It was really bad.
sounded exactly like a bad version of Trent Reznor's rendition of Immigrant Song from The Girl with the Dragon Tattoo.
Okay. I
If you,
don't know
If
that
you listen to
moment.
the Girl
Yeah.
with the Dragon Tattoo theme music, he's got Immigrant Song by Led Zeppelin, does a remix of it. It's really cool. this sounded like it wanted to be that, but it wasn't. It
All
was
theme
really-
songs now sound like that, but
That's the thing.
they're all like that.
They just, yeah, it was sort of like repetitive.
Afterthought.
Like his the opening montage of these shows are really important because you can do some cool stuff with them. Like the
Yeah.
Daredevil thing was great. Marvel
One
in general
second,
has
the
been
best
awesome.
one is BoJack Horseman. Okay,
Yes,
it's all face
actually.
facts.
Yes,
Sure. Okay.
it's got the best opening theme.
Yeah, and that just like what?
And this was just like a waste opportunity, I thought, because like
yeah, I
there's
guess.
so much to
I
work
don't
with. I was like,
know.
okay, like you keep saying, like mythology.
I
Sky's the
will
limit.
just
I was like,
say
you missed something here, man. The
that
soundtrack was meh.
if you like mythology and you want it to be fast-paced and fun and interesting, then you should read all the Rick Riordan books.
Which ones?
Rick Riordan, all the Percy Jackson books.
Oh right, yeah.
Cool.
Okay.
Yeah, he's done Greek, Egyptian. Egyptian is shit. Don't read the Egyptian
Yeah,
series.
that's one.
Read the Greek series, read the Norse series. They
Yeah.
are amazing. And
I
all
mean-
my knowledge of gods actually comes from young adult
I'm gonna
novels
check that
about
out.
heroes.
Cool.
With the Percy Jackson stuff. But
They're
yeah,
super.
I mean the Norse mythology anyway, I'm so glad that this is the character that even Gaiman picked because Odin is such a terrible god.
yeah.
Like, it's so amazing. And all of Norse mythology is just like this. It's stark and everyone pays
All
constantly.
mythology is like the Greek
Yeah.
mythology is horrifying.
Yeah, it's just horrible tolls
Just,
are
oh
being
yeah, and
extracted.
then my god raped someone and then you were born and here you can be goddess of wisdom. And
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, something like that happens, and you could never connect the two, right? You could never be like, oh, okay, now I understand what Odin must have been like. So this is, I think, in his way, his attempt of like showing us if Odin was a guy, he'd be Ian McShane.
So
Like,
can I say something?
Yeah.
Interestingly, his family, and not him though, he is very, from whatever I've read,
Okay.
he's agnostic and he's not a religious person. But his family was kind of neck deep in Scientology.
Oh.
Yeah, so Jewish
Didn't see
and
that.
and Scientology.
Wow.
So his father actually worked in the PR division, I believe, of the
how
Church
do you
of
get out of
Scientology.
that? That's not easy to get out of.
I don't think he was a Scientologist at any point. I don't think
Okay.
so he was just
So
Jewish.
this happened later on in life.
No,
I guess.
while he was growing up.
Oh,
Yeah.
Okay, so they
But-
just let him be though.
But they let him be.
Wow, he must have been cool as a kid too, huh? Yeah, he's like,
Yeah, imagine being
everybody
Neil
wanted to be
Gaiman
his
the
friend.
baby.
yeah, like
Neil Gay boy.
I see what you did and I like it. On that note, we should close this mother.
yeah.
But
let's
you're
do
the
that.
professional here. You
That's
should do
true.
that. It's your
Thank
show.
you so much for listening to the American Gods podcast on Books on Toast. They're going to be so confused. I'm sorry. Thank you so much for giving me the opportunity to talk about my favorite author and his least favorite work.
Your least favorite work.
My least favorite book by him, American Gods. But I'm sure people have opposing views. And
They have views.
Yeah,
I've checked.
please tweet them at me. My Twitter handle is Anuya, ANUYEAAH. And let me know if you have any differing or even similar opinions. Thank you, Jishnu, for having me.
Well, thank
And
you for
Siddhant.
having me.
Let's all do this again sometime. Talk
Yeah.
about gods and raping.
Over beer.
Yeah.
Maybe we will. Season 2 is inevitable. Thanks so much, guys, for listening. You can catch me on Twitter at Jishnu Guha. You can catch Siddhant at...
It doesn't matter anymore.
Doesn't matter.
Yeah.
Spelled doesn't matter with a
Yeah.
Z. And you can find us at geekfruit.in. You can email us. You can press the contact button and all the usual suspects. All those things. Thank you so much. Bye, you nerds.
एक्सक्यूज मी भैया एक्सक्यूज मी
बोलिए मैडम।
मेन्यू में क्या है?
मेन्यू में सीन अनसीन है, पॉडकास्ट है, ऑन कोर्स है, साइरस है, मेयर इन इंडिया, रीडिस्कवरी प्रोजेक्ट, एम्पावरिंग सीरीज, सेक्स वैक्स है, IVM लाइक्स है, सिंप्लीफाइड है, कीपिंग इट क्वियर है, ड्रिंक्स एंड डेस्टिनेशंस है, माय नेबर जकरबर्ग है और द फैन गराज है। आपको क्या चाहिए?
एक बार रिपीट कर देंगे क्या?
रिपीट नहीं करता हम। आप जाओ IVMpodcast.com पे और सुनो ये सब, या फिर डाउनलोड करो उनका ऐप, सब आपकी उंगलियों पे।